Our Best in Show Dragoon 500 is now rated for 50 BMG. I'm Scott Morris with TiON's Suppressors, and I'm excited to show you today some of the improvements that we've made to our Dragoon 500 to accommodate 50 BMG. As we look at the Dragoon 500, the items we had to change to upgrade it to 50 BMG are the following. One is that the nut, if we can see this, there's a very thin, not very thin, it's got its own thickness that we had for the 50 before, but it's been doubled almost right here on this front leading edge. So this front leading edge right in here is one that had to be beefed up for the force that's applied by the 50 BMG. We also had to take mounts that we created, and we'll get into the mounts here in a second, but this ledge right here, which you'll see on this mount right here, is quite a bit thicker than this ledge down here. So these up here represent the original mounting systems that we had for the 500 Dragoon, and this is a mount and a muzzle brake and a flash hider, and we had to beef this up quite a bit, as you see by the ring that we just showed. But we have new muzzle brakes and mounts, and you'll see them here. This is the 1 1/4 inch, which we never had before, in a mount, and then a 1 1/4 inch here in a muzzle brake. And we also have 1 inch, same concept, it's just that it's 1 inch thread. And we have, this just shows it without the black Cerakote, but you can see muzzle brakes and mounts for 50 BMG. And we have a whole assortment of mounts that will go from a 1/2 inch, 1/2 by 28, all the way up to this 1 1/4. And that's how you get the flexibility of 22 long rifle through 50 BMG, just because of the mounting system. But the nut and the mount edge is all it took. These mounts here are the 50 BMG. We actually have a 7/8 inch mount, which is going to be more in tune with this original size. But we, because of the size of the interface in here, we had to create a larger body of the mount to accommodate the larger barrels, because we have 1 inch barrels and 1 1/4 inch barrels, which exceed the diameter of the opening here. So by creating these larger assemblies with a transition piece, it allowed us to accommodate and work with our suppressor and the bigger barrels. We're advertising this as for a bolt action only application. The Barrett semi-automatic, it will, like other suppressors, will be damaged using this suppressor. So it's a bolt action only. There could be other semi-automatics in the market that work with this. We haven't had a chance to try any of those, but we know it works with all bolt actions. And we know it does not work with the Barrett, just like other brands. And that's an issue, I guess, with how it interfaces with the semi-automatic aspect of that particular platform. As far as the dimensions and the physical aspects of the suppressor, it is quite a bit different than everything else in the marketplace. For instance, we're 21 ounces with this suppressor. We are very, very short compared to all the other suppressors in the marketplace. We're basically 11.6 inches as compared to 2 feet for a lot of other suppressors. And the other suppressors might range from, say, 1.5 feet to 2 feet. So we're dramatically different. A lot of the other suppressors will go up to 60 ounces or more, and they're typically 2.5 inches in diameter. We're 1 3/4 inch diameter, and that's short length. We're also, a number of suppressors in the marketplace are direct thread on, not all, but some, a large number. We are quick attach, so we can accommodate all these different calibers through the suppressor. And because you can take it apart and clean it, we don't care what you shoot through it as far as like rimfire ammunition and crudding it up, because you just take it apart and clean it. That's one of the beauties of our suppressor. So that's how it kind of compares physically to other suppressors in the marketplace. Performance-wise, we're getting 140 decibels at the ear, and that's pretty darn good when it comes to actual performance, especially for something this small. You can get these suppressors at your local TiON dealer, or if you don't have one, you can contact us and we can take care of getting you one transferred through a local dealer.